Welcome to Impact Tech Studio, where we explore how technology and tradition come together to create real world impact. In this episode, we speak with Abhilesh Gupta, founder of AyuRythm, a health tech platform turning 5,000 years of Ayurvedic science into an accessible digital experience. From pulse diagnosis to personalized wellness journeys, Abhilesh shares how AyuRythm is redefining preventive healthcare in India and beyond. Hello, Abhilesh. How are you?
I'm good, Arjun. How are you?
Nice to meet you, sir. It is a pleasure to have you on our podcast. We are an impact driven podcast for impact businesses across India and abroad, which is majorly currently in the UK. We are not only a podcast, we are also building a community of the same ecosystem. So, whoever gets into this conversation with me, gets a group invite as well, where you get into a group of all the other impact interviews that we have taken, and this list is going to grow every day. So you will have your ecosystem created for you, so you can always have those conversations, and I can also be your connect to understand how two types of businesses can value each other and help each other as well. So it's not only a podcast, it's also a community that you are becoming a part of, right? So impactx media is what I represent, and we found your product and your solution as one thing that builds the narrative for the health domain that is underrepresented and needs its impetus to create something of a policy decision or something of a support from your value chain that can help your AyuRhythm, which is your company that you represent, to get the traction that you need, right? So, this is kind of one introduction that I wanted to give you, just an understanding that in the end of the podcast, I'll ask you a very small question, which is, what is your ask from my audience? So,
Absolutely.
I'm happy to just openly talk about it. This is going to be a conversation. The questions that were sent to you will only be a framework from which we will have a conversation with you, right? So, it will be a normal conversation. I will ask you the first question, and then every question will be answered naturally, organically, right?
Sure. Absolutely. Go
Welcome,
ahead.
Abhilesh. Pleasure to have you on our podcast.
Yeah. Same here.
So I'll ask you the first question. So the first question is, please give us an understanding of what is AyuRhythm, how does it add value to health of any individual in India and across the world, right? So in the end, it's health, right? So give us an understanding of how AyuRhythm plugs into the health domain.
So Ayurveda, you can say that it's a digital version of our age-old 5,000 years old science
Right.
of Ayurveda, which is basically health and medicine science. What we've done is we've tried to sort of bring it on a digital mode now, making it to be able to reach out to as many people as possible. People should have access to health, easiest way of health. See, India is Ayurveda is part of our life. Our kitchen is right from there to everything that we do, to all the festivals, to all the gods that we celebrate or worship. Everything there is some sort of wellness, health, or science of medicine is involved in some way or the other. So what we wanted to, and what is happening is over a period of time, some of these health assessment techniques, which were very privy to these Nadi Vedyas or Rishis, Munis, and Sages living in up in mountains, only they knew, and there are very few of them left. So how do we sort of keep that going, and how do we preserve that science? Easiest way to do it is to convert this into a digital format today, and that's the attempt that we have tried to make with Ayurveda. So that's Ayurveda. Ayurveda is basically a science of Nadi Pariksha or pulse diagnosis, whereby ancient Vedyas, what they used to do uh, to assess your health, to assess your body, to assess any disease condition in your body. What would they do is they will hold your radial artery, keep their three fingers on your radial artery for 30 seconds, and read your pulse. And with that pulse, and of course, some parameters and other things, they would be able to assess exact the current situation of your health, or the parameters, or the health indicators that are there. So that's something that we brought it on with a digital form.
Okay. So in the digital format, you have an app and you have a website. Is that correct? And
We have an website is for the information of what AyuRythm does, but largely it is the app.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what is the performance of the app? How many users on the app currently?
So, Arjun, honestly, we reached probably 1.5 million users
Right.
some time ago, and it keeps on increasing. We are more going into quality than quantity right now. We're trying to sort of, because we are investors back. So we are also trying to monetize, so find different ways, create solutions which are adaptable, acceptable. 70% of our users right now are from the age group of, 15 to 35. So which is the younger generation, and, keeping them hooked on, how do we do that? How
Interesting.
do, yeah, increase the stickiness in the app? How do we monetize the app? How do we make sure that people follow? One of the questions that I saw was this also, that how do you make sure that people are sticking to their regimes or the schedules.
Right.
So number of people, number of users is not what we are actually honestly
Right.
speaking going after right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So are you profitable? Are you in the zone of profitability, or are you investing
Not yet.
moving
No,
forward?
not yet. Not yet. Not yet. What we try to do is to bring the science. Now, what we've done is we are creating the whole solution in three formats now.
Right.
One is, of course, B2C, which is basically app version where everybody can download and benefit from it.
Right.
Two is sort of create a stethoscope for our Ayurvedic doctors. So we have created a device which we call Sahaj Nadi Yantra, that we have created for the doctors, where what we've done is we have repurposed the existing oximeters,
Right.
recalibrated with our algorithms, and we can, the practicing doctor, Ayurveda doctor, we can just ask the patient to keep his finger on the in the oximeter for 30 seconds, and the assessment is done. And this is that, and he carries out the further investigations. That's the second version. The third version, what we've done is we have created something called Face Nadi, which is basically a 30-second selfie video. So this is, we are trying to develop this for government, for as well as B2B. So I'll give you a simple picture. Imagine a herbal store, or any brand. You go to the airports and you see all the Herbalife and several other counters there.
Right.
Now today, if you go to a Patanjali, you see there are 50,000 stores, or 70,000 stores of Patanjali all across India. And I'm sure in UK also now there are few all over the world. Now, when you walk past one of these stores, everything is Ayurvedic, herbal, natural, good for you inside, but you still go in with a prescription, right? You still go in, or you still look for a doctor there who can actually advise you what and all you should be picking up. Why? There are several wellness products. So imagine an experience: you walk into the store, you stand in front of a tab, it takes your 30 seconds assessment, it does your 30 seconds assessment, and this is that it maps all the available products within that store to your body type, what you need right now. So giving you more choices, or making your decisions go right. What you're buying is for you. Similarly, in the service sector, you go to a yoga studio today. Right now, one size fits all kind of yogas are being done, 15, 20 people together. But
Right.
what works for you, you don't know. So that's something that you walk into a yoga studio, get your assessment done, and it tell you what yoga exactly to do, what meditation exactly to do, what pranayam, what kriya, what mudra, right? Good for you. Which panchakarma when you go to a wellness center should be good for you, for your type of body. So that's where we are going. Third version of what we have created
Right.
as an offering.
So your
To the
mobile app is the one that deploys this technology as well. So where you are
all technology is everywhere.
integrated
Technology
in
is
the app itself, and then
IPs, IPs every all the three versions. What we do, we
yeah.
are using the technology there. Definitely. I mean, you can't do assessment just based on the video.
Right. So have you applied for some patents as well for
Yes,
the
yes, we've got one patent, another four in the queue. Anytime we should be getting.
amazing, amazing. So looking at your positioning here, so it looks like the right movement in the right time for India, right, as a whole. And what was the trigger of this amazing thing for you, right? So what?
Personal experiences, honestly
Okay.
speaking.
Okay.
I'm a nautical engineer by education. Okay, so my career And then, started as a scientist in one of the government organizations here,
Right.
and then moved on into apparel industry. In apparel industry, I was in Chicago, director of a sourcing department. Then I was working for an industrial sewing machine company based out of Singapore as a director.
Interesting.
Then I was CEO of this another big giant apparel company, 17,000 employees there.
Okay.
So yeah, but while all this was going on, I had put on a lot of weight. I had 110 odd kgs in weight.
Right.
So of course, this is like I was 38, 39. Everything was good. Everything was happening for me. Money was coming, status was coming, health was good. So I started to reduce weight. I reduced about 35 kgs of weight. Did all kinds of things. Long distance cycling, 70, 80 kilometers every day in the morning. And then, weekends, couple of century rides.
Right.
Then got into marathon, then got into yoga, then got into gymming. Couldn't keep up with everything, because all of these things are very, very cumbersome and very, very sort of, what do you call that? Claiming on your body. You just don't keep up, right?
Right.
Why people give up on gym
Difficult to make
membership
a
because they're
discipline out of it.
fatigue. Correct.
Difficult to make a discipline out of it. Correct.
Correct. So what do we do? How do we simplify this?
Mm.
How do we do something which can be easy on the body and mind,
Right.
on your mood to do? And Ayurveda gives you that choice. Ayurveda has different fulcrums, right? It gives you, okay, you don't want to exercise, fine, control your diet.
Right.
Okay, or do exercise if you can't control your diet, right? Okay, not both. Okay, meditations are there, or there are different kriyas or mudras or pranayams. So many choices are there,
Mm.
which Ayurveda makes it easier for you. I mean, stay in well or stay in shape.
Right.
So that was the trigger, personal fatigue of trying everything. And
Right.
then we decided, okay, let's do something that everybody wants to do today,
But then your
or can be easy on everyone
yeah.
to do today.
Yeah. It has to be easy for the user to just make a discipline out
Absolutely.
of something.
Absolutely.
But on top
Absolutely.
of it, when you say Ayurveda in silo cannot exist. It has to be, my opinion, I might be wrong, is that it should also be with the complementary function of doing some exercises that increase your muscle weight instead of your main food fats and those things. So basically, muscle weight, when it improves, then everything else also starts improving on your health, right? You can always, Ayurveda will show you more results. What do you think about this statement of mine? Am I correct or am I completely wrong?
See, I'll tell you what, I'm happy that you have this statement to make. At least you have started to believe
Yeah.
into Ayurveda.
Yes.
At least there is some sort of way, which is fine.
Correct.
Otherwise, your statement is not right. I mean, Ayurveda does all that,
Please,
what
please,
we laid
please
out.
repeat me. Yes.
But
Yes.
but to begin with,
Yeah.
if you think that this can be integrated with something that you're already doing, fantastic,
Right.
right? Only thing is, remember, Ayurveda does not have any side effects. Any form of
Correct.
Ayurveda will
Right.
never have any
You
side
can plug
effects,
into
right?
any lifestyle you have,
Anywhere,
get
right, right,
a better lifestyle out of you. So this solves the question that
absolutely,
I was having, right? So this is
absolutely.
already
So see, there are three types of people: believers,
right.
are the ones who 100% believe in what Ayurveda is all about. It
Right.
could be smaller, if you go for that pyramid thing,
Right.
right? Top of the pyramid is probably believers. Then comes in this believers are the ones who close their eyes and they just do follow Ayurveda.
Right.
I'm good.
Right.
Then there are seekers like you, what you just started to say, that okay, I know something else, but I also want to experience this.
Right.
So they're seeking the right thing to do, right? They are the ones who could be triggered into Ayurveda. They are the ones who could be brought into Ayurveda. Doesn't mean that I want all of them to come into Ayurveda, or anybody who's practicing Ayurveda wants them to all.
Right.
But as long as I can give you results, Ayurveda can give you results, fine. And third one is like masses, whereby they still don't, they have not yet figured out, what to do or whether to. But how many times in India, specifically, I'll speak largely for India,
Right.
people have gone to a doctor asking for wellness advice. right? You for due to
Correct.
phone's sake,
That's not the
that's
culture.
a problem.
That's not a culture of India. It's a business
Yeah,
that's considered luxury. Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. So this is the third category of which is large. So if we can start with believers, get them on your side,
Right.
get them to speak for you, what you're doing is right. Two
Right.
is start converting the seekers, or converting means giving them solutions. I am not saying about conversions here,
Right.
but giving them some sort of solutions. And I'm sure that this will trickle down to the third category of people.
Correct.
So I think your
As
statement
long
is
as there is, yeah. So if there are brand ambassadors and there is validation, it obviously grows towards the bell curve, the end side, the later part of the adopters of this, right? So that will obviously come up.
agree with you.
So which stage in the bell curve of early adopters, which is the believers, and the bell curve which becomes big,
All right.
called seekers, and then there is the end result of the bell curve where you have these other people who make you get onto your board. How many, what is the percentage breakup, if you can make me understand your app as well?
I'll tell you, initially, of course, it had to be believers,
Yeah, obviously.
right?
The early adopters are obviously those who are
Believers.
aligning with majorly, they know about Ayurveda, or they are aligning it with religion and just saying that this is our culture and this is our
Correct.
background, and then let's do from
So,
there. Yeah.
correct. So that's large percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I would not quote the numbers here.
Correct.
The second comes in, of course, the seekers who are looking around, paying all the platforms, 100 rupees a month, 500 rupees a month,
Yeah.
1000 rupees a month. Okay, I read them only 59 rupees a month.
Hmm.
Or okay, this. So, these are seekers. They have a goal. They have to either get well, they have to reduce weight or increase weight or increase muscle strength or whatever, get into next year's marathon or whatever. But there is a goal, and these are the seekers. So that's a very large percentage that we have on our platform. And then there are go buys. Download everything as long as it is free. Just play around a little bit. Forgot tomorrow. Then
Hmm.
after 1 month, somebody is talking about it. Oh, I also have it in my phone. And then open again. So, when it's very much spread out. But the dropouts are more largely from this third category of people. The
Right.
rest is all, yeah,
Right. 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 And how long has the app been in functioning with the first customer coming in and now being
5 years.
5 years?
5 years.
Right.
5 years.
Right. And you
Almost.
investor, you have an investor in the game as well. So you
We
were
have three investors. We have three institutional investors,
okay.
and then we have five, six marquee angel investors.
Right.
So yeah, well backed up.
So what is your roadmap? So what do you think is the next for iRhythm?
So we've been honestly to take it. See, everybody will give you the same. I'm 54. So
Right.
I have I believe in a lot of things that people have started to probably think about today.
Correct.
With the experience, a lot of things I understand. So
Correct.
of course, I want to take it to as many people as possible in the world. Ayurveda is gaining its place.
Right.
What has happened is, over the several years, worldwide, when we talk about alternative medicines,
Hmm.
it's generally TCM, the Chinese medicine. Go to
Yes.
US, everywhere,
Yes.
it's only
It's very
TCM.
visible in the
Because
US. But yeah.
these guys woke up pretty early, 3 decades ago, and got all their validations, trials, um, you know, approved part of the insurances there and all that.
Hmm.
Ayurveda is a late entrant into that category, but still it's scale. You know that yoga is $1 trillion economy
Correct.
again.
Correct.
Okay.
It scaled up
So
very fast, early to easy to adopt, easy for
correct, correct.
because of
So
support of.
exactly where yoga is today,
Right.
I want to take Ayurveda also. Easiest way to do that is to take it in the digital form, right? Go to Play Store, App Store, download the app and start playing around. And I can educate you there. So
Amazing.
if you see the roadmap, that's the roadmap. I mean, take
Correct.
it to everyone possible.
And so, as a conversation that we're having, amazing product that has a lot of potential. If I was looking at you, so I get inspired by amazing products that come in front of me, and then I can't stop myself to make flows for new ideas in what you could do, right? So you could empower people to make stores which are offline and then list them on your platform one day, right? If you are not the stores or yourself, right? So they are sourcing, but you are becoming that store for them, right? There could
So Arjun,
to show that thing also, because Chinese, when you say TCM, right? That medicine has also become a very stable growth because you find those shops in places where they have either a Chinatown or they have a large population of Chinese people in the area. So it just happens, right? How can you also become that channel to enable them? Was another
correct.
thing that could also bring the local person to just hop in and say, "Oh, this is an India store. Why can't I just go in and just see what they are giving?" Because I understand the masalas that my mother and father gave. So that's a customer's understanding of what Ayurveda could come in his mind as his first thought, right? Because we understand the way we have every Indian in the UK as well as in India has a masala box in their house, right? That one thing can also grow into everything else that becomes that story of Ayurvedic solution for ourselves, right? That kind of connect is there still in the mind of Indians. Right.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, yeah.
So I agree with you. I think that's something that we would do. What we see, honestly, initially we never wanted people to get into believing that okay, this is another to sell stuff.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
some gimmicky these guys are trying to do. We wanted to make sure that people, first of all, we wanted to make sure we believe in what we are doing. So
Right.
we went in for all kinds of validations. We made sure that all the parameters that we're measuring or everything and anything that we're doing around AyuRythm app or our technology is
Hmm.
validated. We sat with doctors, we sat with all kinds of institutions, we sat with all kinds of hospitals and all this.
Hmm.
We believed in the product first, then we took it to our users,
Right.
and we wanted them to believe in the product and believe in the technology first.
Right.
Of course, natural outcome would be to list either the stores on the platform or go to the, like I mentioned to you, B2B route,
Correct.
whereby, I
Correct.
think give it to all these
Yes.
major herbal companies or Ayurveda companies.
Yeah.
That's a solution. So,
So you have the
they
data.
should know.
You sit on the health
Correct.
data. You can make it universal for people. Amazing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's the, we're sitting on a lot of course, anonymized.
Rich data of your health. Yes. So you can always
Yeah.
take that as an asset and give it to people who want to become a structure out of it. So you're the enabler of
Make money.
amazing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Amazing, amazing. So one more question from the app. Let's go back to the app. So Ayurveda is also considered as a very personal thing, which from the questionnaire, I really understood this point that it is a very personal thing, right? So for me, something might work, for others, it might not work. So how is your app balancing the personalization as well as the universalization of the thing?
That's the very concept of Ayurveda.
Yeah.
To each, uh, everyone is different,
Right.
right? Everybody is different, and that's what Ayurveda does. It tells every individual
Right.
that, okay, you are not same as your brother or your wife or your sister or your father or your mother or your friend, right? You are different. And that's the constitution that we talk about, the Prakriti and Vikriti that you see in the app.
Right.
Prakriti is your basically inherent constitution.
Right.
You could have been born in the same family, but you could be a warrior. A brother could be a scholar. Your sister could be a simple housewife. I mean, I'm not categorizing it,
Putting it
but
in
I'm, as a general saying,
and then
in a
we
perspective.
for you for a treatment.
Correct. And I'm putting it into the right bucket. So that's the Kapha Pitta Vata balance in your body, and that defines you as an individual. So
Right.
that's called your Prakriti. This is how you are born. Each has it differently in his body, right? These humors are different for the balance of these humors are different for each individual. So that you establish with the help of Prakriti assessment, 30 questions that you do. Then as you grow, change in lifestyle, food habits, etc., what happens is something you develop, which is called Vikriti in Ayurvedic terms,
Right.
which is basically a deviation of, from the original Prakriti. So one of your dosha gets aggravated, and that, as per Ayurveda, is the beginning of disease in your body. You are moving towards illness from the state of wellness.
Correct.
So we give you both your inherent constitution, your current constitution, and then we find the difference. Okay, which dosha is aggravated, and accordingly we have tagged all the products, all the services, all the content in the app. So it is very much personal, including the home remedies that you see in the app
Right.
are personalized to your body type. So that to that extent, we have personalized the whole experience.
Which is an amazing achievement, and it has become a personalized approach at a universal level, which is an amazing
Exactly.
key for growth of anything to work at a large scale, and especially for Ayurveda. Right.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. Absolutely.
For data collection points. So when you say data is, so what are those data collection techniques? So one is the stethoscope that you have talked about, which you have designed offline. Then there is the picture that you take, or the video that you make of around a 30-second or a 30 minutes. What is the timeline? Please enlighten me. And then you also do, how do you check all the parameters that this is the place, this is the moment, now we understand? So what are those ways of getting the data?
Let me explain the technology first so you would understand from where the data is coming.
Yes.
Of course, user interface, there's plenty of data. Otherwise,
Right.
the technology that we use is called PPG, photoplethysmography.
Right.
This was invented by one Dr. Mike O'Reilly while he was a professor at Stanford in 1989.
Right.
What we do essentially is take series of pictures of your blood flow,
G. Right.
clean up the signals, plot your plethysmograph, run our algorithms,
Right.
and reduce several health parameters to begin with, which
Right.
is your Vega is nothing but your heart rate, systolic BP, diastolic BP, which is Akriti Matra, Akriti Tanav,
Right.
pulse pressure, which is Bal, HRV, which we call as Tal, heart rate variability, Kaঠিnya, that is stiffness, arterial stiffness that we take, and pulse morphology, how your pulse is moving, right? So these seven parameters we take, we mix it with your age, weight, height, and gender, and then run our algorithms to bucket the outcome into Kapha Pitta Vata.
Right.
So I have these seven parameters in data,
Right.
right? I have your age, weight, height, and gender as related data. I have your Kapha Pitta Vata as data. Then, your weight loss journey or goals, where I ask you questions. So I ask you 30 questions in Prakriti. So there are 30 types of data on my kind of data that I get. Then in Vikriti also, if you go, there are about 22 questions.
Right.
So there also I get plenty of data. So I get like 70, 80 types of data that is very, very helpful and useful for Ayurveda product ecosystem industry. Of course, for doctors also, of course, for betterment of health also, but for the manufacturers of the products. Okay, Andhra mein, in Andhra Pradesh, what kind of people are there? What is their body consist largely? What happens there? So I can tell you, okay, if you are going there, I have this data. Please don't make this for them, right? So this kind of uh,
Correct.
data that we have. Yeah.
So you have a rich data, but there must be some
Right.
biases coming because a person is filling up on
Yeah,
under.
yeah.
How do you
Yeah. So
biases?
we run all kinds of engines.
Right.
We make sure that we clean up. Like I said, we clean up to great extents.
Right.
We make sure that all that is cleaned up before we use our data for our own training our own model. Models of machine learning or AI there.
Right.
So yeah. We use all kinds of engines. We make sure that it's all right.
Okay. So when you do this bias check on your platform, and the data also gives you the probabilistic understanding of the data being this way,
Right or wrong. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
On that calculation, don't you feel, looking at your data, how much of feedback have you gotten from the users of the app, and what is your feedback from the app come back to? So basically,
I'll tell you about a year ago with one of the IITs
yeah.
in India. We were signing up a MOU doing the data analysis,
Right.
and this is like a couple of years ago. And by then we were sitting on 35 million odd data points.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So we structured the whole thing, gave it to them, and we were able to conclude uh, many things, many things about for people, about the impact of the different yogasanas or pranayams or mudras or meditations or right moods or what has happened to the health of people. See, even within the app, you can set, if you explore the app, you would see that you can set health goals,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Correct. And you can also select the mode by which you want to achieve that goal of health
Correct.
that you.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
So if you have taken pranayam, so
Yeah.
what happens? What is the impact of pranayam on this type of body?
Right.
If you've taken yoga, if you've taken food, right? So all this kinds of data that we have plenty. That
Correct.
we are still on the no, some results will be published very soon.
Very,
Some of these
amazing.
readings will be published.
So I'm very excited to see the data that comes out of this. So this is amazing. That
I I think that you are into data sciences, eh?
I love data because data becomes the base of everything solving for me as well.
Agree.
So I'm not from data sciences, but majorly product guy. I used to work with Paytm earlier. And before that was with Sprint PCS in the US and a lot of stints in ad networks and all those things. So,
Yeah.
but data has always been the main thing. If the richness of data is there, a number of businesses can come out of it. So the
Correct.
happy part is that it works, right? And so, yeah. So, looking at that, moving forward, let's ask you one or two last questions. So, how was your experience with Shark Tank? So, for our audience, just to understand, what was Shark Tank for you?
Uh, Amazing experience.
Okay.
What a nice question to ask. Amazing experience. First of all, let me announce this. I have announced this earlier also.
Right.
It's all true. It's all very real. They don't know anything about you before you enter the tank.
Amazing.
Yeah. And the discussions inside the tank go up to 1.5. In our case, we were like inside for 1 hour, 40 minutes. Of course, you see that 12 minutes,
Yes.
much edited version of
Right.
what actually happens in the tank, but
Right.
everything is genuine, first thing. So I want to vouch for that. I don't know why people keep saying that it is already, whatever. So that
Yeah, there are
this,
there are biases of people judging it, but yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
also from the point that there is one hype mode and there is the other one which is the back mode. Both are needed in your life of a startup. You can't
yep,
go around with just saying that okay, the investors in the back were the better ones or whatever. You
uh,
where the knowledge and where the happiness can come from. Yeah.
absolutely. See, another thing is with the programs like Shark Tank, and we have done many, uh,
Yes.
and we've won many.
Right.
So one thing is it validates your work.
Correct.
First thing, that's a personal greatest satisfaction. 85,000 application, season one,
Right.
out of which few hundred were selected to audition in different cities,
Right.
out of which some 200 odd got selected to go to Bombay, stay there for 4 or 5 days,
Correct.
right? Out of which some 100 odd were telecasted.
Interesting.
So, so you can imagine, the level of, faith or personal this thing keeps, how it keeps increasing, how you keep validating your idea so much continuously, right? That's the biggest boost, personal boost to your work, to your efforts, to whatever time that you're spending on doing what you're doing.
Right.
That's nothing beats that. I mean, there's nothing else that can beat this feeling, right? That okay, I made it to the tank. Uh, of course, after the shoot, we were all wondering whether it will come or not, what channel, what time, what slot, this that we would be there or not, and but we were there. But post Shark Tank show was aired, we had a horrible, horrible experience. We were a very small startup,
Correct.
few thousand downloads and
Right.
I mean 100,000 downloads,
Right.
and a very small couple of servers and this and that, and all of a sudden 15 million people were trying to download
Correct.
AyuRythm. What's that? So
That's
9:30
the
shook
story
my
of
this thing
a
started.
startup like yours. So Jaipur Watch Company also came on our podcast, and they were also saying more important than the investment from that round. The most important thing was the eyeballs that I got from that event, and what happened to the
Absolutely.
startup after that was a validation
Yeah.
helped me
Yeah.
to get investors involved in me, right? So it doesn't
Correct.
that you are wrong when one investor says no, right? So, uh,
Correct.
so what was your story? So what happened then?
So, so our story was, so we were not getting any information from Sony TV, and of course we heard only on Friday.
Right,
Monday it was to air.
right,
The show was to air. We had very little time to prepare,
right,
and you don't add servers when you have very little. You just wait. Okay, God
right,
help us, and make sure that So you what you expect about 100,000 people are going to attempt to download. You never thought that 15 million people will try. What
correct,
happened with us?
right,
Previous Saturday, so our show aired on Monday. Previous Saturday, all the sharks, 5 sharks, went on to KBC with Amitabh Bachchan.
right,
So this is like most watched show
correct.
all over the world, right? I mean,
So yeah,
yes.
piggybacking on the other person's brand, it just became a
So
cascading.
Monday, when our show aired, there were more people watching it.
Right,
So I'll tell you, I could not sleep for 4 to 5 nights
right,
continuously. And then what happened? Our rating on the Play Store and App Store was like 4.6, 4.7 or something.
right,
Started going down because people were not able to download,
right,
and they were just rating us bad. And I'm talking to Google, I'm talking to Apple because we work very closely with both the teams, development teams there, and they are also helpless. They can't do anything, and we're trying to struggle. At least you would not believe 10,000 messages I would have responded to. Me, my team, we all sat here continuously responding to people. Kindly bear with us, kindly this, kindly that. But Arjun, one thing in life, when you think something is complicated or has gone bad, and it'll be all right within 24 hours, it'll not be all right in 24 hours. Just it'll take 30 days.
keep a buffer and be ready for the worst.
Exactly what happened with us. So what was supposed to be solved in a day did not solve in a day. We went on to a week, went on to a couple of weeks, and then by the time, and then of course, everybody helped us, right from Amazon to Google team, and I have to thank all of them, to App Store team, to Play Store team. Everybody just said, "Yeah, we know what is going on with you guys, and this is you are too small and to take this such a big this thing." So yes, pre and post there was experience. Of course, other things are as usual good. People started recognizing
Right.
more the product than the founders. So that was one good thing. We were able to pitch very confidently after them in
So
many
one
cases.
is that, and then once, so this is a story of resilience. So you are still that big problem on an app, which is the main core business of yours, and you're getting bad feedbacks on it, and then the reviews are going down. So how did you manage to come out of it and then stay afloat and be
So
the next step?
we started, like I said, 10,000 people I would have connected with
Right.
after that. And I told them, okay, I have nothing to bribe. I have nothing to give to you,
Right.
but please experience now. Let me see personally to it. I don't know how your experience goes. And
Right.
today I think we are 4+ rating. So I mean, you've come a long way, long way. And it was very, very difficult because, just imagine some 20,000, 30,000
Taking the
comments
reviews
a day.
down is easy, but picking it up on all these platforms is really an
Yeah.
task. It is the
So,
challenge.
there is another problem with the rating. It's not a problem, it's a policy what they
Yeah,
have.
yeah, yeah.
But 5 positive
Right.
are equal to 1 negative rating.
Right.
You understand? So
That's the
if one
algorithm.
person has gone against,
Right. One is, yeah, yeah, yeah.
you need 5 to speak positively for you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
imagine the ratios that we had to fight with.
Correct.
Correct. Yeah. So, but this is the policy of Google and Apple both. They just want to make sure that
So lucky for you in one way that there was no competitive fight against on the platform. It was the customers doing a lot of action and it was genuine feedback coming because of a product getting solved. So
we had
in feedback, then it obviously is easier to handle because it's a genuine feedback. You can always understand it and move in that direction, right?
correct. No, we had all kinds of attacks also on our servers. We had everything happened to us. Like I said, no, what we thought will be solved in 24 days. Of
Right.
course, it was almost a month.
Right.
So we were facing all kinds of, whatever SST attacks or whatever those are called. I don't remember now. Everything that was possible, you could find AyuRythm APKs being circulated here and there, and then we tried to fix that. Then this is happening, then that is happening. It's just that, a village boy all of a sudden standing in Bombay, Bandra, trying to understand, where I am, what am I doing.
Yeah.
So that was our situation, the small company all of a sudden, a large platform. And I'm being as honest as possible, I mean.
Correct. It's honest and very a story of resilience. And how many people have currently on the platform? 1.2 million, I think. How many?
Probably or more, slightly both. Uh,
And you have crossed,
uh,
you come up back above 4 rating on an app platform. Yeah.
correct, correct, correct. Yeah,
And now you're building trust on the top of it, and the growth is sustainable growth that you are seeing, right?
I think so. But Arjun, in today's world, I told you about my user base,
Yes.
the age of that user base, and that's the most naughtiest.
Right.
I mean, I have daughters who are also in that age group,
Right.
but stickiness is a real play with them, right? How do I keep them hooked on?
Right.
So difficult, believe you me,
Right.
so difficult. So we need to keep. So we have IUers within the app. We have now with the, of course, thanks to Google startup for AI, they also took us, and with generative AI, we have a chatbot whereby Abhilesh is a vegetarian, 54 years old, living in Bangalore.
Mm.
Right now it's raining here, and I go and I ask, okay, and app knows my dosha balance, right? Kapha
Right.
Pitta Vata,
Right.
current and inherent both.
Right.
And I just go on the app and I just type, what should I eat? I have 10 minutes, what should I cook?
Right.
So it does give me everything. Then we started creating personalized yoga plans, personalized food plans, personalized this, personal. So it's a constant, continuous fight. Like I said, one dejected customer, uh, you know, um, can bring you have to work 5 times to bring him back, or bring that value back to your ratings there. So as long as you're talking about rating or sustainability there, it's a fight. It's a constant
Is
battle.
a fight. And also in the platform, many have tried gamification also. So they've tried to,
Yeah.
you have
So
that.
if you see, yeah, you name it and we have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are trying everything that is possible to, like I said, the user group that we have is and we are also proud, to be honest, to be very honest, to be able to get them intrigued
Right.
into this ancient science of health of India, Ayurveda.
Right.
So while all these challenges are there, the the end of the day, the pleasure that we get is that we are able to at least knock the door.
Right. Right. So it was very intriguing to find out that your audience is 15 to 35.
Yeah,
Group I was not
70%,
the
70%.
thing that I was not expecting at all. How can a 15-year-old and 35-year-old be your major audience? Right?
That's the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fine.
Interesting. So that's a good sign, actually. It's a good problem to
That's a good saying. Yeah,
challenge
yeah,
to
good problem.
look at. And there is, I think the new generation is also a part of this decision of moving to something which does not have side effects, which is kind of
Correct.
your data as well. Major.
Correct. So there are many factors to it, many drivers to this thought, what you just mentioned, no side effect.
Correct.
Because lifestyle is full of side effects right now,
Right.
for this generation specifically.
Right.
With all the QCOM, with all these food delivery apps, uh, uh, you know, they stay awake, this generation, this age group,
Right.
till 2 o'clock, till 3 o'clock, till 4 o'clock in the morning, ordering food from all the wrong places.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm not blaming them. This is including my own children. I mean, this is the lifestyle of this age group.
Correct.
So there is some relief for them. Okay, fine. There is something that we can do which does not have side effect, and that's Ayurveda for them.
Right.
So, so, so otherwise, rest of the things, if you see, nobody's sleeping at 9 o'clock in the night. Nobody's waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, right? Nobody's having 3 meals, proper homemade. Right? Do you do that yourself? No. Do I do that myself? No. Right? We've all changed. So life is full of side effects. There's something there which does not. which gives you ways to have something which reduces the problems of side effects.
Amazing, amazing. So you have converted me to download your app, and I will
Yes,
definitely be doing that on and telling my team also to download it, because in the end it's about working with a conversation that can take you to the right decision. It's not about reaching the result in the beginning itself. So I think
correct.
it's a good step to take my team also and everyone to the download of the app. So what is your ask, right, from the audience of mine? So my audience is impact investment funds, data analysis firms, management consulting firms, as well as other startups who are.
I need all of them.
Huh?
So we need all of them. We need help from all of them.
Right,
We are a very small company still, sitting in Bangalore, in India,
right,
and trying to bring in Indian Ayurveda to the world,
right,
right? In a established and a validated digital format,
right,
with chances of making mistakes unless accuracies keep getting better with the help of data, of course,
right.
right? So, right kind of management consultants, right kind of funds, other founders in the same space, we would like to connect with, definitely, and see, explore what we can do together with them, or how they can hold our hand moving forward. We may not know a lot of things.
Right.
We are eager to learn. Everybody has experiences. Everything today is, like I said, I did mention that I'm 54 years old, and a lot of things are coming to me from the experience. So, since our goal is algorithm should be used by as many people as possible, I would need help of as many people as possible.
Right. And from the ecosystem side of points, you are already invested into and you are on a roadmap. What you need is guidance from all angles. You need mentorship from all angles, and you need happiness
Absolutely.
connections from all angles. Wherever
Absolutely.
something can be a complementary skill or a capability or a product, if that connects to you, why not? Right. As long
Anybody from UK wants to join hands with us to promote Ayurveda there,
right.
we would love to do that. We can, of course, a lot of content can be changed, can be tailored to UK market.
So I have
Uh,
an insight from there. So I had some meetings in the UK recently, and the major difference that I have found out, the way India builds products and the way UK and Western world builds products, which is very visible, but I'm just repeating it, is that it needs to have a UX which is an amazing UX to look at. They will, I don't know, we are very product oriented, we are data oriented, we are very development oriented. Me, myself, have always been, is the functionality taken care of? Right? How can we take it to the next level is always a question of the app moving to the next level of UX, right? The user experience should feel that this is a very stable app, like a user experience of Paytm when it reached from zero when we started as a flow of what is the payment gateway and how the flow of payments will happen, to the point that it became the marketplace, and the way it now is such a nice looking aesthetically as well as a very quick reaction in the UK as well. So I can pay my payments through Paytm anywhere in the world, wherever I am, right? And that is growing. And the UX is so clean that the steps of everyone to reach the end result is the least, right? That is something that I have found as the insight from all the investors, even when they know the product or they don't know the product, right? In both cases, they say, see, marketing is our forte, and marketing needs a good UX. And that is where something I have found out that is kind of in the products in India lacking. I don't know your product because I have not seen it yet in the new format. I have seen it through videos. But obviously, if it is easy for a customer, if it is easy for a layman, it is easy for everyone else.
so
Right. Yeah.
let me answer that uh, about UX.
Yes.
UX is something which has been the biggest challenge up for algorithm. There is a reason there.
Right.
While we understand the concept of UX very clearly from the following, if you follow Google's initial days to what it is today,
How the guidelines.
minimize, and there's only one search bar now.
Yes.
I still remember the days when you opened google.com and finance, horoscope, market today. This, that, it was full of jugglery, right? So minimize. We been working while, like I said, we were part of Apple Design Accelerator. We were part of Google
Amazing.
Accelerator.
Amazing.
So this is the major focus point. The problem what we have is we're talking about an ancient science that also has to be taught.
Correct. Correct.
I need to tell you Prakriti and Vikriti,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I need you to know these two things are different.
Right.
I need you to know there is something called Kapha Pitta Vata. I need you to know the imbalance is what is the beginning of disease.
Right.
I need you to know Kapha means what, Pitta means
Right.
what means what, right? So there is this this preambles or whatever you call these informations that I need to educate you, right? I need to let you know. So believe you me, we had a very good few sessions from the team from Apple UX department. Cupertino team had come to Bangalore, and sitting with them and breaking our heads with them. And pretty much what you see in the app today is the amalgamation of different ideas or different largely driven by for iPhone. If you see, it's all with the help of Apple team. Because we gave the problem statement, and our problem statement was really a problem statement. It was not something. So you can understand when we talk about Paytm or PhonePe or whatever, right? Even payment.
Right.
You're talking about, of course, you can minimize, but there are basic functions that you still have to keep.
Correct.
But it's a payment app. It's a UPI, right?
Correct. But that has been taught. So that has been taught to me. I don't think
Correct.
you are.
Now, how do I do that with AyuRythm?
Yes.
You can understand. So while you might see some challenges, only thing that I tell my users all the time is to please have the patience. When you download the app, go through every screen. I am giving you a message there. I'm trying to say something.
Right.
Listen to me, hear me out, so that you have a better journey and you have better experience of the app. Right? People are and we've had all kinds of feedbacks. People have commented that I did this. This is not happening. I even put the thing on the water bottle, or I put the thing on the wooden log, and it still did. It still gave me the results. This, that. Believe you me, why you made many changes and many things, because we knew that people are not. When we created Face Nadi Yantra,
Right.
and I had called to a very, very famous, very expensive, very large store in India, Ayurveda store.
Right.
And a guy there, first thing he took my app towards a picture which was hanging on the wall,
Right.
and he did the assessment.
Right.
Software being software,
Right.
it is still tried, right? Right. It's still tried. And then he looks at me. I said, no, see, remove a few colors from this picture. Let's go to a black and white. But anyways, what we did after that, that was it. Again, that wasn't like you said, UX, right? So what we did now, when you do face study, you have to smile.
Right. Okay.
You have to blink your eyes.
Right.
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 We made it dynamic.
Amazing.
Only then the assessment will start.
Amazing.
Right.
This is the right approach. This is the right approach.
Correct.
This is the right
Yeah.
direction.
Then we were working with a sexual health company based out of Delhi.
Right.
And then they said, okay, our people don't want to be identified. They don't want to show your face. You're the only face Nadi day. They don't want to come out in public, right? And we don't want to force them, and that's their business logic, right? I can't erase their business logic.
Correct.
So what we did, okay, you show your hand.
Correct.
And I can still read.
Right.
So you just show your hand to the tab, to the camera for 30 seconds, and that's it. I can still do the essay. So this is how we, of course, case by case, we did tongue-based, ear-based, and several things. But experience, since you're talking, depending on what is it that we're addressing. We've been
It's a continuous journey. It is a continuous journey towards the right
Correct.
UX, and it is always the journey between how the customer is using your app or the patient is using your app, and the way the product can be improved on your own learnings from the data that you get, right? So from these two point of views, if you look at it, it's a continuous journey, and
Absolutely.
it has the potential to become that amazing product in the future. And it currently is also an amazing innovation that you have already done. You are in the market, you're proving your POC to be amazing for people. There is a paying customer on your platform. Whenever you are looking for expansion, we are also there to support you in that. So what we will do now is we will connect you with a group of people who have been interviewed by us, so you will be able to get some understanding of how do they work from the sustainability ecosystem. And as we grow, you will be a part of that group, so you will always get an introduction of who's entering the group now, right? You are the first 100 people, so you will always be our lifetime member of our group. So that
Thank
will
you
be
so
a
much.
good discovery, I think, for you also to see other people who have also built the India story, as well as done the impact side of sustainability startups as well at scale. Pleasure to have you on the podcast, and it was a nice, this was very enlightening. I learned a lot from this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Also, have a good day.
You as well. Thank you. You've been listening to Impact Tech Studio stories of innovation, inclusion, and impact. A big thank you to Abhilesh for sharing AyuRhythm's incredible journey of fusing Ayurveda with technology. If this inspires you, subscribe on Spotify and YouTube, follow Impact Tech Studio on LinkedIn, and stay connected with our growing community of impact driven founders. Until next time, keep building for a healthier planet.